be careful, because what they're starting to do with the media is muddy the narrative a little bit by making it only about race when it comes to the issues of the law enforcement agency terrorism that we see.
Definitely, we got to be careful what we put out here on these things.
What was that?
So we got to be careful what we put out on these airs.
Yeah, whether it be from federal policing aspect or local policing aspect, there seems to be a culture of that has been around that they not only brutalize, but they're terrorizing certain segments of the civilians, right? And that's a global issue. That's why you see so many people that were standing up for the latest round of uprising and civil unrest or civil disobedience lately, because everywhere in the world, the way people are policing, somebody can relate to that, right? So we got to make sure that the media is not changing the narrative from being the terrorism that's involved in the way policing is performed versus the systemic racism that we have to deal with that goes with that, right? They don't have to be mutually exclusive, but sometimes they overlap, right? Sometimes you have racist cops, right? But what I always say is, would you have a different outlook on the George Floyd killing if Derek Chauvin, or whatever his name was black?
Yes.
You would have a different? Because I wouldn't have a different opinion. Me, I'm saying police get your knees off people's neck.
Yeah, but it would be a whole different type of upset. You understand? Like, I'm going to be upset if someone who's in authority takes advantage of it, uses it, does X, Y, Z, but be a little bit more upset if I know that this man is a Ku Klux Klan in a cop's uniform, is coming to do his duty and performing it and getting away with it using the law to do it.
Got you.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different for me.
Okay, got you. Now, what if it's an Asian cop and a Caucasian victim?
You got to throw the curveball on.
Yeah,
because they're Asian cops,
right.
And the white men are killed by the police at a higher clip than anybody else.
Okay.
Right. So what if it's an Asian cop that has Derek Chauvin is Asian, he has his knee on Caucasian person?
Then you throw that into the brutality bucket, and we just go from there.
Okay,
we're gonna go on. Yeah, that's the power for your.
Say it again.
That's you're using your power bucket.
Okay.
For stop.
I like that.
What if
I like that.
What if there's no proof that the Caucasian person is a part of a racial whatever group? Does it matter? Because what I'm getting at is the police are out of pocket.
The police are out of pocket.
That's my thing. Is the police are out of pocket. We can deal with race when race is.
You're right. So you're not trying to make it a race thing. You're asking them a question just in.
What I'm getting to is I'm seeing in the media they're trying to separate the two. We're not at war with the police. Fine. We have an issue with racism, so we need to find the racist person in the precinct and plug them out, because there's no room for racists in the police precinct. What I'm saying is I don't care about none of that. Right? That's a given.
Okay.
Duh. We're not supposed to have racism in the police precinct. Right? That's a given. What I'm saying is I don't care if it's a black cop on a Mexican kid's neck. Get your knee off the necks of civilians.
Yes.
I don't care if Eric Garner was a Mexican man and the cop that choked Eric Garner out was an Asian man. Get your reverse naked chokehold off that civilian.
Right.
That's my stance on the policing thing, and I'm seeing the narrative being changed to racism to take people's focus off of what is necessary when we need to address law enforcement agency terrorism.
Right.
To me, it minimalizes it when they say police brutality, and it's more than brutal. You're terrorizing.
To amplify what you're saying, the only videos that are coming out, or the majority of the videos, are where it's a black man victim.
Right.
Because it's placed in their neighborhoods as well. You know what I'm saying? Do have the Mexican man getting shot in his front yard, choked out, beat up, all that stuff. That's taking neighborhoods as well. They're just not showing it.
It just happened up here. Yep. You brought it out. It just happened up here in Vallejo and Oakland. Yep.
And when they do show it, we're not connecting the dots amongst ourselves to say,
right,
hey, it's the same damn thing. Knock it off. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Get off people's necks. Get off people's, stop shooting people down. Stop smacking people around just because you can. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a badge and a gun, right? When we see the uprisings, and I see what I see, or how I perceive it when I see these uprisings with and the civil disobedience and the civil unrest that we see out there, where when you see the looting and the burning of the buildings, and then now that people have cell phones, you're able to be independent reporters, and we're seeing a lot of stuff that looks staged, right? We're seeing like these Caucasian girls spray painting BLM on walls, saying that we're part of the Black Lives Matter movement. We're doing it for you. And the black girls coming at us saying, you ain't doing that for us. They gonna think we did that. We ain't worried about spray painting their building.
Right. We got a mess.
We want the building. We want to do business in the building. We want them out.
Right.
Or you have people giving people bricks, right? These are called provocateurs. You have a lot of different scenarios of these examples going on. So for me, what I'm seeing is, you know what? Some of these white people are pissed off too, because ain't nobody getting killed at a higher clip by the police than them, and nobody probably dislike the government more than these anarchists.
For real, huh?
They made a whole show called Sons of Anarchy, right? And on that show, Sons of Anarchy, they killing cops, feds, and everybody in between, left and right.